I've been fishing around Port Charlotte and Punta Gorda for a year now, and while I'm still figuring some things out, there's one thing I do know. Not all bait shops are created equal. In this video, I'm breaking down my top 3 local bait and tackle shops, each with its own vibe, strengths, and couple quirks. Whether you're brand new to fishing, visiting the area, or just tired of bad bait, I got you covered in this video. First up, Fishin Frank's. This is my go-to when I need to get in, get what I need, and get out. No wandering the aisles, no losing 30 minutes comparing paddle tails, and definitely no getting talked into buying another $12 lure that looks like it belongs in a saltwater aquarium.
Everybody's got a right to be a sucker once.
This shop is like a fisherman's version of a corner store. You walk in, grab your essentials, you chat with someone who actually knows what a popping cork is, and you're back on the road before your coffee gets cold. Their selection is rock solid. Rods, reels, terminal tackle, and a frozen bait wall that would make Jon Snow proud. At Fishin Frank's, they've got it all lined up. Squid, threadfin, finger mullet, and what I swear might be my ex's cold heart. Frozen, vacuum sealed, and ready to fish with.
Ha! Found you!
The staff here, lifelong anglers, real deal guides. You could tell these folks have seen some things. This isn't just a job, they live for it. And you ask for a leader setup, they'll hit you with 3 different options and a story about the one that got away. I'm convinced at least one of them skipped out on their high school prom just to night fish under a bridge. And you know what? Mad respect. Now let's talk about the live bait. It's usually good, sometimes great, but there's days where it looks a little like it had a long night out. Or maybe it's booked already for someone else's charter. It's one part of the shop that could be hit or miss. That said, I've still had a ton of luck grabbing bait there just before sunup heading out. When they've got it fresh, it's game on. If you want speed, expertise, and bait colder than your ex's heart, Fishin Frank's is the move. It's efficient, reliable, and staffed with people that live and breathe fishing. Up next is the downtown bait and tackle in Punta Gorda. Now this is a small place. Like blink and you'll literally miss it. That's small. But it's not trying to be a giant tackle warehouse. It knows what it is and sticks to it. And honestly, that's part of the charm. You won't find a wall of fancy reels or 100 different jig heads here, but if you're after live bait, shrimp especially, this is just stop, no contest. The shrimp here, big, plentiful, and lively. I've seen shrimp in other shops just kind of like literally floating, like they're rethinking their life choices. Not here. The folks behind the counter are usually pretty generous too. Half the time, you'll get a little bit more than what you paid for. Let's just say they're not counting the shrimp like they're gold coins. And if you're wondering whether the fish notice the difference, oh, they do. I've had days where the liveliness of the bait made all the difference. And the location, you can't beat it. It's right by the water, boats are cruising by, launching, sunshine, a breeze. You could almost just stand outside the shop and feel like you're on vacation already. And yep, there's an ice cream shop next door. So if you want to grab some shrimp and a sundae, I'm not saying it's the ideal fishing combo, but it's a pretty solid Saturday. And since you're already in Punta Gorda, you got 2 solid fishing spots nearby too. Gilcrest is on the other side of 41. It used to have a fishing pier, not anymore. And Lashley is right next door. Both are great places to try out your new shrimp buddies. I've had some pretty decent hookups off of both places too, so check it out. Now let's talk about the one drawback. Parking. You got basically 2 options. You could park right below the building, but you might become trapped by people launching their boats, so watch out for that. There's also not a lot of parking. Or you park about a couple minutes away in a lot that's not even connected to the building. Don't ask me. I didn't design it. And you'll have to walk uphill both ways somehow in Florida. Just kidding. They don't have hills here. It's kind of like a rite of passage, you know. If you can figure out where to park here, you've earned your shrimp. But parking aside, downtown bait and tackle is top tier for one reason: bait quality. Being right next to the water means the bait stays healthy, lively, and ready for a full day chasing snook, reds, or whatever else wants to hit your line. Come for the shrimp, stay for the vibes, maybe a sundae if you're feeling fancy. Finally, Sportsman's Wholesale. If you're looking for the biggest selection, the best prices, and a place that'll make you question how 2 hours just vanished from your life, this is it. Walking in here feels like you just entered the Bass Pro version of Costco. Rows and rows of rods, reels, tackle trays, soft plastics, hard baits, and about 100 different ways to convince yourself you definitely needed that new rod for just in case situations. Most of my rods and reels, they came from here. Prices are legit. Anywhere between 20 or 40% cheaper than anywhere else I've seen locally, even on Amazon. They rotate sales almost every other month, which is perfect if you enjoy playing the mental game where you tell yourself, you know what, technically I saved some money buying more stuff. I mean, hey, if you're walking out with a $300 reel you got for $180, which literally happened to me with my Daiwa, it feels like you're winning, even if your garage is starting to look like a tackle museum. They've got everything here. Lures in every shape and color, gear from all the big brands, tackle boxes the size of carry-on luggage, fillet knives, line, pliers, and apparel. Tons of it. From sun shirts to hats that somehow make you look more experienced, even if you're still learning how to tie a loop knot. Basically, if you're trying to outfit yourself for a fishing trip or build your dream setup on a budget, this is the place. Now, it's not perfect. No live bait here. They do have some frozen options, but honestly, it kind of feels like an afterthought. Like someone said, you know what, let's put the fridge over there and put some bait in it so people don't ask. And for me, it's a bit out of the way, not exactly around the corner, so I usually pair it with errands or make it a destination when I'm planning to do a bigger gear run. But if you're focused on gear and tackle and stretching your fishing budget as far as possible, this is it. Sportsman's Wholesale is basically Disneyland for anglers who love a deal. Just be warned, you will walk out with more than what you planned, and you'll try to justify the entire drive home. Alrighty, quick recap before you guys head out. Fishin Frank's fast, efficient, expert advice, and frozen bait heaven. Downtown bait and tackle, lively shrimp, great vibes, questionable parking. Sportsman's Wholesale, deep discount, massive selection, gear galore. Just bring your own bait. Hopefully this helps you guys on your next trip to the water. If you got a local bait shop that you swear by, drop it in the comments. I'm always up for a new excuse to buy tackle somewhere else I probably don't need. Until next time, tight lines, heavy bait buckets, and remember, if the bait's not moving, maybe you should be.